Man is wont to cast light wherever so the secrets lie hid in darkness, though that which he illumineth seldom bringeth him joy, so it is with such unhappy truths as Bahamut's immense shadow doth conceal. Yet ever onward forgiveth Mistress Elisee, undeterred by the burden of knowledge that weigheth heavy on her heart. 'Tis a perilous path she has chosen, and a painful one. I prithee, Meteor, remain at her side as her vigilant blade, that she might see her quest to its conclusion. Meteor, it is well that you are here. My lady, how might I serve you this day? I am grateful that I have met with some difficulty in my mission, Oriange. I should be grateful for your counsel. As you know, Bahamut's physical form is regenerating beneath Cartano Flats, even as we speak. And, well, as I think about it, if we are to prevent this return, we must disable the 2 remaining internment hulks that sustain him. Every moment our mission is delayed, the realm is pushed closer to the brink of destruction. Alas, though I have determined the locations of the fragments of Dalamud leading to the hulks, I have been unable to find a way to enter them. And gaining admittance is but the first step in your perilous undertaking. When last thou descended into Bahamut's subterranean fastness, thou didst discover, didst thou not, that the dread Primal had bound the shade of Nail Vandarnus unto his will? And though thou didst consign the fallen Legatus to blessed oblivion, thou mayst recall that the piteous wretch was not alone. Doubt not but that Bahamut's other thralls shall seek to hinder thy passage. You can say his name, Oriante. I have not forgotten, and will not forget, that my grandfather is waiting for us. My lady, I would remind you, as I oft remind myself, that the man whom we both loved and revered is no more. What remaineth is but a shade, which defileth his memory. The vile verbiage that spilleth from his lips need not be heeded, for it cometh not from your grandsire, but from Bahamut himself. You need not worry, Oriange. Come what may, I will not stray from the course. I will not let my grandfather's sacrifice be in vain. But mere words will not take us whither we must go. As I said, I have been unable to find a way to enter the fragments of Dalamud. My lady, might I suggest that you visit the fragments again in Meteor's company? Full oft hath the Warrior of Light set events in motion by virtue of his presence alone. 'Tis possible that he may do so again. I, the while, shall search for answers of mine own. By our efforts combined, full sure that I am the path shall be revealed to us ere long. Were it anyone else, I should question the wisdom of such advice, yet I cannot deny what you say about Meteor is true. Very well, I shall do as you suggest. Assuming you have no objections, of course. No, I'm good. Good. Now, we seek entry to 2 fragments of Dalamud. One lies at the Burning Wall in eastern Thanalan, and the other at the Singing Shards in Mordona. I left an assistant at each location with instructions to continue searching for a means of ingress. It is not impossible that they could, since have found something useful to us. Let us begin by visiting my man at the Burning Wall. Dex, I think it was. Oftentimes through Arrow, they've let us choose which one we do first. It's interesting that they picked. Not always. Sometimes they pick. But, you know. Alright, here we go. I like Alice a lot more. I still don't like Alphino, but I like Alice a lot more. She's the superior twin. And that may change over time. I know that my younger brothers are twins, and I know over the years they have meant different things to me as we've gone through different life experiences together. One of them lives in the Dallas-Fort Worth area with me, and so there's something special about him being around a lot. And, you know, the other one has been married about as long as I have, as opposed to the one that lives local is relatively recently married. And so we kind of shared that experience. And so, like, I know that various, like, while they are twins, they are two different people. And I know that my relationship with them has changed over the years. Be glad I've not heard her voice in ARR. I have not. They've stuck me voicing the whole thing. So I've tried to just voice it from, like, memory of what she sounded like in Endwalker within a voice range that I know I can do. So the problem is I don't have female voices at my command. There's not only a pitch difference, but there's a strength different, there's something different about the way, like, female vocal cords develop that, like, I can't imitate. And that I would need to be able to imitate repeatedly. Like, for female scions, it's incredibly hard, because I know that whatever voice I assign them, I would be able to maintain that voice forever. As opposed to, like, random NPCs, you can really lean into something crazy and unsustainable. Alright. Look at this guy. Look at this clown. What are you doing? Oh, man. Just out for a stroll. Oh, I say, are you not Master Derplander, my lady's most faithful companion? Oh, Sinis, sir, at your service, and may I say what an honor it is to meet you. Very well. How goes the survey, Dex? My lady, it shames me to say that I have found no viable path to the fragment. Though it stands there, before our very eyes, the way thither has thus far proven impassable. When the fragment fell and pierced the land, it caused a prodigious amount of aether to spew forth. 'Twas this that gave the rise to the land's twisted lay, which seems destined to thwart our efforts. Even though were the opening to exist, I fear that we would struggle to reach it. We cannot give up. Keep trying. So near, and yet so far. Well, it avails us not to stand here and stare at the thing. Let us away to Mordona and try the other fragment. Perhaps Sinis has fared better. Upon that note, my lady, there is something I must tell you. I'm sorry to report that I lost contact with my brother just over a bell ago. As you know, the Singing Shards are home to many fell creatures, ogres among them. While I do not wish to cause you undue alarm, I fear something unspeakable may have happened to Dex. What? Why didn't you give me strength? We must hurry to my assistant's aid, Meteor. Did she mix their names up? I think I'm getting their names mixed up. I think did she mix their names up? I think this guy called himself Sinis. Am I insane? Where's this guy at? Are you not Media Derplander? Sinus, sir, at your service. Sinus, sir, at your service. Okay. My name's Sinus. What an honor to meet you. How goes the survey, Dex? Okay. Like, I just met them, so maybe I'm getting it wrong, but... Freaking Leveliers, man. They don't even remember who they've hired. They don't care. They don't care. They got money. What's it matter? They don't need names. They don't need names. I could not believe she mixed it up, and that her assistant felt so under her, like, need for her money that he didn't correct her. And he said, my brother. Right? He said, my brother. So, I lost contact with my brother just over a bell ago. So she mixed him up for his brother, and he didn't correct her. Freaking Leveliers, man. They just push their will on everybody. I don't know who they are. I just call them assistant and tell them to do stuff or I won't pay them. You guys are the worst. They are the worst, man. The fact that he didn't feel he could correct her says a lot. Well, you dress just as dapper as your buddy.
Whoa! Thank you, adventurer. For a moment there, I had feared my bones were to be ground up and used as bake bread.
I am relieved to see you are unharmed. It was wrong of me to press such a dangerous task upon you, whatever your name is.
My lady, your worries are wasted on me. 'Twas nothing at all, I assure you. If it pleases you, I shall report on my findings. As you can see, through the tip of the fragment is exposed. The rest is encased in rock and crystal, rendering it impossible to enter the structure. We might try excavating the area around the fragment, but that is like to take time, and there's really no telling how deep we may need to dig before we find a suitable point of ingress. As such, I am forced to conclude that gaining entry to this fragment is unrealistic. Forgive me, my lady. Please still pay me.
Confound it. We are losing precious time. What are we to do now? 'Tis I, Ariancha. Glad tidings have I for thee and my lady. For a blessed time, a way hath been found by which thou mayst enter remaining fragments of Dalamud. Pray escort Mistress Alice to the cerulean processing plant in the northern Thanalan. There all shall be made clear. I think we could have just turned that up and she would have heard him. Urianche has found a way? Then we must go to him at once. Why have we been waiting for these nameless masses to serve me? I really liked you up until this. You are... Alright. Sorry about your brother, bud.
Oh, you needn't linger on my account. Should Master Urianche's method prove viable, then rest assured I'll put many malms between myself and this place.
Go tell your brother you're okay, because apparently we're not going to relay the message on. Give him a call. He hasn't heard from you in many hours. Rich kid's gonna be rich. What you gonna do, you know? They're the kind of people that probably don't even really appreciate just what a value something like the Lulu mug is. I was really excited when it came in the mail. For the low, low price of, I don't know, whatever I had to pay Teespring. Mine apologies for summoning you thus from afar, my lady, but 'tis here that your journey may finally begin. I did wonder. To my knowledge, there are no fragments in northern Thanalan. Yes, but we keep coming out here. Nor are you mistaken, my lady. Yet a pathway doth exist, one which you yourself have made use of in the past. At the conclusion of your several forays into the Binding Coil, 'twas at the crystal formation which lieth to the north of this place that you did emerge, was it not? Well, yes. An ethereal stream bore us back to the surface, that much I had surmised. Are you suggesting that we can use this to return underground? And even if that were possible, would it not simply bear us back to those places which we had already explored? Well, it need not, my lady. Pray allow me to explain. Upon the evidence of your experience, it seemeth it plain that two intermittent halts may share a self-same ethereal egress. From this we did infer that others may be connected in likewise. Thus did we labor long to verify the existence of further tributaries to the self-same stream, in which task we were at length successful. Now, 'twas then but a matter of arriving at a solution to the problem of traveling to an unattuned destination. That one might reach what we call the headwater, we propose to employ a modified aetherite which serveth to amplify such ripples as do originate from said source. By forcing one's essence upon these ripples, it should be possible for us to make the journey. Yet be fairly warned, my lady, as with all untried modes of ethereal travel, this method will entail considerable danger. Merely to attempt the voyage could cost you your life. Well, that is a risk I am willing to take. You are brilliant, Urianche. I am but curious. Did you have assistance in forming this plan? I could not help noticing your repeated use of the word we, unless you have taken to using the majestic plural in our absence. Nay, my lady. As you have correctly surmised, I was not alone in this endeavor. Meaning there are others who are aware of our mission? Well, Oh my. Well, it cannot be helped now. Preventing Bahamut's return is what matters. If some secrecy must be sacrificed to achieve our goal, then so be it. He never told us who he told. It better not be Alfie. It better not be Alfie. We learned plenty about Etherites from like Moen Breda, Minfilia. The Charlians know quite a bit about it. We learned that in Endwalker. It better not be Alfie. I don't need his snobbery coming in here. We've already got the superior twin forgetting what the help's name is. Oh, so that must be the modified Aetherite. But what are the immortal flames doing here? No way. Oh, I knew it. Those men may be sworn flames of Uldar, but they are first and foremost faithful retainers of the House of Lavalier. Alphino, so it was you who was helping Oriange. Well, who else could it have been, dear sister? Lest you worry, I have no intention of making the details of your venture public. Like you, I would prefer causing a panic. But given that which is at stake, namely the survival of the realm, one must be willing to accept help when it is offered. Would you not agree? At the very least, do not be cross with Urianger. 'Twas at my behest that he kept silent. We will speak later. Oh, pray forgive me, my lady, but knowing full well your intent, I judged it meet that Master Alphino be informed. Though your grandsire hath become as Bahamut's thrall, his noble blood courseth yet through both your veins, and if he must needs be struck down. Do you hear that, Alphino? I mean to strike down grandfather, and when I have done so, I shall banish Bahamut to the ether. Nothing you say will sway me from my course. I will protect Eorzea, and I will uphold grandfather's legacy. Grandfather's legacy? So you still do not know what you yourself desire. Your actions are still driven by borrowed resolve. Borrowed resolve? What does that have to do with anything? Protecting Eorzea was grandfather's goal, and we made it ours. But both of us. This is why we came here, unless you have forgotten. Gods forbid, I should never forget, Alice say, but you misunderstand. I do not question your resolve, only whence it came. If I were your own, you would be able to tell me precisely why you desire so fervently to protect Eorzea. Yet, you cannot, for it is not your resolve, but grandfather's. You may struggle to see the difference, but borrowed resolve shall never be as strong as that which springs from within, like mine. Oh. But let us speak of this another time. I already know I'm better than you. For now, preventing Bahamut's return is all that matters, I guess. To be plain, I have no objection to striking down whatever is left of grandfather. Know, however, that I will be accompanying you this time. As son of the House of Levier, I would be present for his final moments. Very well. You may come join us, on one condition. I make the decisions. I guess. If it pleases milady, my name's Grant. Our preparations are just about complete. When you're ready to embark on your mission, just give me the word. I'll be ready for you at the Cerulean processing plant. Awkward. Pay no heed to my brother. You can rely on me. We have come far together, you and I, and together we shall see our journey to its end. That poor Grand Company. I was just sitting here to deliver a message, and I had to wait for a bunch of family drama to play out. Did anybody, like, need a glass of water? Anything else for the table? I don't mean to interrupt. Oh, Urkenrod, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, I've been waiting for you, Master Turplander. I'm pleased to say the Aetherite's primed and ready. I didn't want to pester the family business. As you know, the remaining intermittent hulks are connected to the fragments in Eastern Thanalan and Mordona. It's to the former that we'll be sending you first. Now, you'll be starting inside the hulk, meaning you won't have to cover so much ground, but the drawback being that you'll be fighting for your life from the moment you get there. Best be prepared for anything, for my lady's sake, if not your own. That's about all I can tell you. When your preparations are in order, just give me the word and I'll send you on your way. I may even throw in a prayer for your speedy return, just to be on the safe side.